Hello guys, so welcome to my channel. Thank you for stopping by. It's always good to have you guys here. For my returning subscribers, you guys make me so happy. Thank you very much for your support. And if you're here for the first time, you're welcome. This is Idyllic ID. We talk a lot about relationship issues. I give a lot of advice, especially to ladies, so that you guys will know how to handle your relationships going forward. We also talk about trending topics. I try to give my own opinion. I do occasional vlogging, and we talk about social political issues sometimes. So you're highly welcome to this channel. If you have not subscribed yet, please do well to subscribe. The little red button under this video, just a click and it is done. It's not hard at it. Anyway, that's your little way to support this channel. So please just do it. It won't take more than 1 second. So you're welcome once again. Today I want to talk about how to avoid being used in a relationship. So you agree with me that a lot of people take advantage of other people, especially when it comes to relationship matters. So people use other people in relationships for financial reasons, emotional reasons, and even sexual reasons. There are so many reasons why people use other people, and it is never okay to take advantage of another person. It's never okay to use somebody else for your selfish interest. There's a story I read once, and the man that wrote the story was so bitter. So he was sending money to his fiancée in Nigeria. The man is also a Nigerian based in America. So he was sending money to his fiancée here. And then the relationship was going fine. The man thought, because he was not here, probably if he was here, he would have noticed that everything was not okay. So he was sending money down so that the fiancé could help complete his building, and also to take care of his sick sister that was SS. I don't know why he did not send the money directly to his sister, but do you know that all the money that this man was sending to his fiancée, this lady was gone, and his sister's sickness became so complicated and she lost her life. So using somebody for your own financial gain took the life of another person. Not that the money was not there. Okay, so this lady clearly used the fiancé or the supposed fiancé for financial gain, and then she took all the money and eloped to Canada. The guy was left with nothing, so devastated, and he was swearing that he was going to get back at the girl. I don't know if he's going to do it, but that does not matter right now. We just want to make sure that you are not used. You have to avoid being used at all. So you need to use your brain. You need to be sharp enough to know when somebody is using you and when the relationship is actually genuine. And also for emotional reasons, like somebody breaking up with her boyfriend or her fiancé, or maybe a divorcee, and kind of looking for somebody to just use for the meantime, like a rebound. I don't know how to put it. You know very well that and the victims are always very unlucky, because sometimes they may be genuine. They actually want a relationship with this person. I watched a movie once about this lady. She was married and the husband was very wicked to her. Okay, at the point they got separated and she hooked up with another man. And this man saw shaggy because she was still emotionally attached to her husband. But she just used this man, just to fill the gap. Just to fill the gap at that particular time. And her mind was still with her husband. So it's always good for you to know when somebody had their last relationship, so that you know if they're just using you to fill the gap for the meantime. Most times they will go back to their former relationships, and then the victim is left stranded or whatever. So you guys need to know when you're being used and try to avoid being used. Stop wasting your time with people that are using you for their own benefits. It is never okay. So let's talk about 9 ways you can know if you're being used in your relationship. So first, They show sign of disinterest. If somebody is with you and the person claims to be in a relationship with you and doesn't show interest in your day-to-day activity, there is a high possibility that that person is using you. But the person doesn't care what you're doing, the person doesn't care how you've been, the little thoughtfulness that is involved in relationships. If somebody genuinely cares about you, he doesn't have to force it. It just shows by the little things he does for you on your day-to-day activity. For two, they become super nice when they want something. When somebody is using you for something, especially financial gains, and this person, normally the person is not a nice person, the person doesn't show interest in what you're doing, the person is not thoughtful towards you, then all of a sudden the person begins to show some niceness, some nice attitudes, and then not long the person now asks you for a favor, and then he repeats this cycle, repeats it anytime you want something. That's why you need to be sensitive enough to know when it is happening. So just try and see anytime the person asks you for a favor, what is his attitude before asking you for that favor? Is his attitude consistent? If he's not a nice guy, let him not be a nice guy, let him just be like that. Not you not being a nice guy and then when you need something you just change. It means you have it in you to be nice. So why are you not being nice? It's obvious you don't care about me. You care about something that I have, and you have to show that niceness to be able to get that thing. So guys, be sensitive enough to know when it happens. For three, the relationship feels lopsided. It feels like you're the only one putting in effort into the relationship. Nobody's going to tell you, you're going to know. It feels like you're the one doing the communicating, you're the one doing the calling, you're the one doing the giving, you're the one giving it all. And then your partner is not even interested in meeting you halfway. So you're just the one pushing the relationship. It's obvious that your partner doesn't want you and he's not making effort. He just wants something from you. So he has to keep the relationship going so that he will keep on collecting that thing which he wants from you. And because he does not care about you, he's not going to put any effort. You're the one that will be making the effort. It's only when he wants something that you're going to see a little effort. So is the relationship lopsided? Do you feel the relationship is leaning towards your side? Like you're the one carrying the whole relationship? It might be that you're being used. So guys, again, be sensitive. Another way to know is they feel entitled. They feel entitled to whatever it is you're giving them. Sometimes they even make you feel like you're owing them. I remember once, this story is so funny. An ex was asking me for some amount of money. I intended to go, but I delayed a bit. And then this guy just flared off. I was like, you go and send that money. What are you waiting for? On top of my money. Oh my god, the entitlement was on another level. And me being so stupid, that is why I'm making this video. So that you also know and learn from my mistake. Me being so stupid, I had to rush to go and send the money. This is my money, yo. So, that is one way. They feel entitled to this. So that's why you don't give them. They start flaring up, They make you feel like you're owing them the money. And that is how I felt. I felt like I needed to. But those days are gone actually. We learn every day. We learn from our mistakes. So, guys, I'm sharing my own experience. Don't allow any guy to do that to you or any lady, okay, as the case may be. Another thing is you start to resent them. So the truth is that we have instincts. We have that thing in us that tells us when something is not right. So when this relationship proceeds, with your user, with the person that is using you, you start to resent, the person. You start feeling like you're putting in too much. Your mind will start telling you that you're being used. So listen to your instincts. Listen to the way you feel. So for 6, the relationship never grows. Once they start a relationship with you and are able to get that thing in which they want, they just leave it at that level where they are able to get what they want. It never grows. It just remains so stagnant for years, and it's always so painful. That is why you keep hearing, I was used and dumped, I was used and dumped. You're wasting time. Do you know what is so valuable? Do you know how valuable time is? That is what you're wasting with somebody that is just using you. Okay, so I think that is one thing that makes it very painful, being with somebody that doesn't see any future with you and is not ready to let go. And you too, probably you're in love with him, you're not also ready to let go. And then when the relationship scatters, your brain is now back and you start feeling so much resentment, you start feeling very bad. You start saying, oh, he used and dumped me. And that is why I say you're responsible for your action. Whatever you do in the relationship, as far as you did it with your clear, mind, you're responsible for your actions, you're responsible for it. You made the decisions to do those things. So that you have to equip yourself with knowledge so that you know where to draw the line, and so that somebody will not use you, somebody will not use your brain, okay? So the relationship is just there. It never moves forward. He's not ready to put in any more effort. He's just okay keeping you around so that whenever he wants something from you, he starts becoming super nice and then gets what he wants, and then the cycle continues and you'll be there for 10 years. Please watch my video on how long is too long. How long should you be engaged before marriage? Okay, I'm also going to make a video on how long relationship you last. If you want to get married, you don't have to be in a relationship forever. Okay, you don't have to be. In fact, long-term relationships, they rarely end well because of syphilis. You have seen everything. What do you want again? So guys, if you're with somebody that is not really willing to be more committed than just keeping the relationship where it is, my dear, the person is using you. So find out what he's using you for and then leave when you can. For 7, they get defensive. When you bring up your situationship, what you feel about the relationship, they get so defensive and sometimes they even shut you off. They don't want to talk about it because their emotions are not invested in the relationship. So what you're saying, it doesn't make any meaning to them. They don't want to hear it. So they just shut you off or become defensive. And then that is it. For 8, your emotional needs are never considered. Talk less of being met. Oh my God. They don't care. That is just the truth. They are just using you. They don't care about you. They don't care about your emotions. They don't care about your feelings. All they want is to get what they are getting from you. So when you bring up your emotional needs, such as being caring, being there for you, telling you how it feels about you, those messages, those little things, that makes you have butterflies in your stomach. It's never there. And when you talk about it, you'll be hearing something like, you're being too sensitive. What am I not doing? This, that. Come on, girls. Be smart. So when you keep on feeling hungry emotionally and you try to communicate and he becomes defensive, he's a user. Whether you like it or not, it's difficult for you to admit it because they are always very manipulative, and sometimes they could assure you that everything is okay. Everything is okay. Don't take it too far. I'm loving you my own way. You're loving me your way, and I'm not feeling the love. Why now? Why am I not feeling this your love? So if he says he's loving you his way, you need to see how he's loving you. You can't just be distant, emotionally unavailable. And you don't show me love any other way, and you're telling me you're loving me, you're showing me love my own way. Let me know how this your own way is working, okay? So yes, let's be smart enough to know this. When you keep on feeling hungry emotionally and your partner is not doing anything about it, he might be using you for something. And lastly, your family and friends show concern. Remember that relationship I told you about? My sister was almost crying every day. Like, I don't you want to be happy? What is happening? What is wrong with you? We are twins actually, I'm a twin. So she was so concerned because she knows that if I am not happy in future, it is going to affect her one way or the other. So she made sure that she tried to express her opinion concerning the relationship. Another of my very good friends, once I told her about the relationship, she told me that guy is not for you. So listen to these people. When you are in the relationship, you might not really know what is happening because you are in love. Hey, don't allow love to deceive you. It's good to feel love, but then use your brain so that somebody will not use you. Okay? So listen to your friends and family. What they are saying, does it sound alike? It might be two different people that don't even know each other. It might be different people that your friends and your family that have never had a discussion. And then when they talk to you, they are saying the same thing. It's time for you to sit back and analyze the relationship. So what do you do when you feel that you're being used in your relationship? I've made this point earlier. What you need to do is direct communication. I feel like I'm the one always putting the bills and you're not doing anything. I feel that you're not emotionally available. Why are we not communicating? What is happening? Express your thoughts to the person and look out for his reaction. Look out for not just his reaction at that time, after the conversation. Because some of them might be, oh, they reassure you, everything's fine, I love you, and this and this. And then after the whole conversation, it becomes worse, or continues the way he was. So you need to know. You need to look out for his reaction, even after the conversation. And if you're lucky, during the conversation, you will know. You're talking to somebody about your emotions, something that important, and he just waves it off. He just trivializes it. He just makes it seem like it is nothing, that like you're just being insensitive, or even shuts you off. That is a sign to know if you're with a user, if you're with somebody that doesn't actually want to be with you, but is with you for the benefits that you're giving to him. So that is a very, very good way to know. So guys, as I said earlier, let's be smart. This is 2022. There is no time for dulling, so that we can meet our right partners and not waste time with people that don't deserve us. Okay? So thank you guys for watching my video. If you are not subscribed at this point, what are you waiting for? Please just click on your subscribe button. It doesn't take anything, just 1 second, and it is done. Also guys, leave a comment on the comment section. It is going to be open. I'll reply to each and every comment that I see. Also remember to turn on your notification button so that whenever I post a video, you will be notified and then you can come and watch. Give my video a thumbs up. I'll appreciate if you do that. I'll see you in my next video. Have a good time and bye.